There's a figure in the Old Testament who faced real uncertainty and suffering, and he might have asked himself questions like, will my life ever be the way that it once was? Will my friends ever stop saying things that are so foolish and actually share some wisdom with me? Will my health ever be restored? When will my suffering end? What is God's purpose in all of this? And if my life is ever some semblance of what it used to be, nothing will be able to replace the loss of my children. And of course, you probably know I'm thinking of Job, who suffered greatly. And there are some comparisons, not all of them, but there are some comparisons to the times that we find ourselves living in. We might ask ourselves similar questions. Will my life be like it was before all this started? Will my retirement account ever look like it did before this? If you're sick, when will I get better? When will my suffering end? Will it? Does anybody have anything wise to say about all of this? We might wonder when we'll be able to meet with our church family physically again and worship together again. When we'll be able to get out of the house a little bit more and do normal things like shopping and getting together with friends and having people over to our homes. When will this and when will my life be like it was before? Will it be like it was before? We face all sorts of uncertainty too, like Job did, and a lot of those questions of uncertainty reflect some very real suffering, for some more than others. But in the midst of all of Job's uncertainty and suffering, there was something that he knew for sure. Job 19:25, he says, "For I know that my Redeemer lives, and that at the last he will stand on the earth, upon the earth." And friends, regardless of the uncertainty we find ourselves in, and regardless of your perspective on this, there are things that are very uncertain. One thing is not uncertain, and that is the fact that our Redeemer lives. He is at the right hand of the Father right now, interceding for us. The way to the throne of grace is open because of what he has done for us, and he intercedes for us, and there we can find mercy and grace to help in our time of need, in our time of uncertainty. That Redeemer who lives is with us by his Spirit, and he is coming again. He will stand on the earth in the last day. And so while we face all of this uncertainty, which is unsettling, let this certainty be a comfort and a fixed point that you return to again and again. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and that at the last he will stand upon the earth. There's no uncertainty about that, and that's a comfort in uncertain days.